All right, I've just got the two windows open here to give plenty of ventilation to keep my inverter cool, because I'm also going to be barking out how to eat from the AC, which is also in the front. I was trying to be more stealth than before I hung the Christmas tree number of panels I've got here. So I'm going to, Christmas tree doesn't make any sense. Just imagine Christmas tree ornaments and the number of panels I got. Okay, that's a hard stretch. Anyway, I'm going to go upstairs and I'll be back at about 1 o'clock. I might come back down and check it. Yeah, I might. So it might be a little sub video in here portion, but we'll see. Okay, I am back out at the van. It's been, my AC has been on for 5 hours. And you look real fast here. I have 71, and you have to take my word for it. The current temperature is now, the current temperature is now at 93. So that's pretty good. And I'm running this thing on this eco mode, so it's not getting really worked over too hard. I don't think you'll be able to see these, so you might have to take my word for it. But I currently have a battery of 12.4, so I'm 54% up here. My battery up at the top is 13.0, and it is come on, there it is, 74%. So I have not really blasted my energy down to a great degree. You can see down here, I've got my 2 refrigerators down here still running. You see the green light at the one at the bottom and the green light at the top. And I've still got a couple of backlights on. So I didn't really curtail minor energy usage, just so I could run this Energy Star, but it's still a hog. That's why I've got 7 155 amp batteries. But that seems to be holding it. See, so I'm going to be satisfied with 5 hours. I'm not going to go 8. I don't think it's going to be a lot of difference. I've still got some sunshine, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the power off on this. And over here, grab this button I've got over here. Turn off my inverter. And let's see how I can recharge up for the rest of the day. So let's see. I just took the major load off, so its battery now is showing me at 12.2, which is pretty low, but okay. That's only on one of the two or three banks I've got running. On this one is at 51% battery. Up here I'm at 12.5, so it did take a slight hit when I turned it off. It's some reading glitch. 12.5 and 56%. So I'm gonna close these doors up, and not that it has anything to do with it, but I got to go back in and go back to work. So I'm just going to let this thing charge up the rest of the day. As soon as the sun gets out behind this dang cloud, haven't been a cloud in the sky all day, and now the sun is right behind one. Let's see if I can recoup some of my losses by this evening. This is a summer day, so I'll have sunshine until 7, and it's now 1. So I got 5 or 6 more hours to see if I can get those batteries somewhat close to top off. Now, if this was a day where I was in the van all day, I'd be running this probably for another couple to 3 hours, and then maybe I could slack off a little bit. The one thing I did discover here is it's very warm at the top. Now, it's at the top, that's where the sun is, but I've also got some empty spaces here, and I got a void here. So I'm going to do some touch-ups up here on my insulation. I seem to have a void there. Very weird. Anyway, I'm gonna do some touch-up insulation. I've got some more insulation coming in. I'm gonna cover up all the metal, because metal is a good conductor of heat, and so it could be conducting that heat. Oh yeah, I feel it off of the ceiling and in here, and making this whole level warm. much warmer than the 70 degrees I was showing, 71 degrees. So it probably was about 80, 75 to 80 at the top of the van. So I've got some more insulation coming in. I'm not going to create a whole different layer because I'm pretty tall and this van does not give me a lot of headroom now. I have to squat walk to get around, but it's tiny, so it's not like it's a big deal. I just don't want to have to crawl walk in here. Anyway, that's what I've got right now, so we're going to see what it does. Oh, good, the sun's coming back out again. And I think it should be out the rest of the day. Not a lot of clouds out. And we'll see if I can recoup what I've spent. All right, talk to you later. All right, let's finish this off. It's about 3. Actually, not quite 3. More along the line of about 2:50. So about 2.5 to 2 hours 50 minutes. I have got this thing back charging in pretty full sun. So right now, I went from where I was about 12.5, 12.6 to 12.9. And I think that's about 70%. And now that's on one of my charge controllers. I have 2, like I've said ad nauseum. This one has 12.8, 12.7, 64%. So I've gone up pretty good on both of these, and it's only been about an hour and a half to an hour and 50 minutes since I got the AC off, and I've already almost recouped my losses. And this is a summer's day, so I've got 3.5, 4 more hours of pretty good sunlight, and maybe 2 hours of semi-direct sunlight that hit at least a portion or the majority of my roof. So I should be fully recharged. So 5 hours of AC, 3 hours of recharge, and I should be back up to what I normally have when I have these two refrigerators running, which is about 13.4, which is the max. Could be a little less, 13 to 13.4. So, and that'll get me through the night. Now, this is with a full AC. On some of these Texas nights when it really gets hot in August, I'm probably going to need my little AC, the Zero Breeze that I bought a couple of years ago. I'm gonna get that out of storage and put it in here. So on those kind of nights, I can just have that thing blow directly in my face, and maybe also make it through a relatively warm night. Of course, I will also be using my that back in the corner there, you can barely see it. I'll also be using my Max Air fan, and potentially even this fantastic fan I've got here that vents to my front. I can open the windows there, and I can get a stream of air through here. I can have this one going in, this one going out, the windows open, and I might be able to get a little 5 or 10 degree drop, aided by the little AC. Then I should be ready for a Texas summer. Let's hope. I will talk to you later. Pretty good experiment. Well, not know if it's a good experiment, but I like the results, so it's good to me. You have a good day.